Find a comfortable position and let our journey begin. Allow your body to settle, to feel completely supported by the softness beneath you. Notice the weight of your head on the pillow, the gentle pull of your shoulders, your arms, your legs. With every breath you release, imagine that weight dissolving just a little, becoming lighter and lighter, as if you are slowly becoming buoyant. Take a slow, deep breath in, feeling the clean, cool night air fill your lungs. And as you exhale, let it all go, releasing the thoughts, the worries, the entire shape of the day that has passed. There is nothing left for you to do right now, nowhere else you need to be. There is only this moment, here, in this growing stillness, this quiet peace. Allow your mind to drift now, to follow the sound of my voice as we travel together to a place far, far away, a sanctuary of profound calm. Let's imagine you are resting inside a gentle, sturdy cocoon, a warm and private space built just for you. This is a small research submersible, but you feel none of the coldness of machinery, only the deep comfort of being held and protected. You are settled in a seat that seems molded to your form, supporting your body perfectly. Your back rests against the soft cushioning, and you can feel its steady strength, a reliable anchor in this vast, fluid world. Before you is not a wall of metal, but a massive, perfectly circular viewport. The glass is thick, clear, and flawless, like a great, calm eye opening onto a universe few have ever witnessed. The only light within this space comes not from overhead lamps, but from the soft, ambient glow of a few control panels. Numbers and charts drift across the screens in a soothing cyan blue, their light too gentle to be jarring. They are quiet reassurances, whispering of stability, of safety. They tell you that everything is functioning perfectly, humming along in a steady, dependable rhythm. Outside that great window, another world unfolds. This is not the turquoise of a sunlit reef, nor the deep navy blue of the ocean at dusk. This is a profound, velvety blackness, the color of primordial quiet, of absolute stillness. You have drifted far below the reach of the sun, and you now float weightlessly in the very heart of the sea. The submersible is not propelled by any engine. It is simply adrift, moving freely, carried on slow, invisible currents that have flowed this way for millennia. You feel no vibration, no shudder of machinery, no sound to break the spell. There is only the sensation of floating, a blissful sense of weightlessness. Your body feels light, unbound, freed from the constant pull of gravity. All that remains is your pure presence, suspended peacefully in this boundless space. Now, listen closely. In the almost perfect silence, you can begin to hear a sound. It is a very soft, very steady sound. It is the gentle hiss of the oxygen recycler, a quiet, rhythmic shh, like the breath of the vessel itself, a life-giving whisper. This sound does not disturb you. On the contrary, it becomes a lulling mantra, a steady beat for your mind to rest upon. Try breathing with it now. Inhale slowly as it whispers, feeling the clean, pure, cool air enter your body. The air here has no scent. It is the essence of purity itself, free from the dust and distractions of the world above. And then, as you exhale, the sound seems to exhale with you. Your breath and the breath of your sanctuary become one, a shared rhythm of life, of peace, If you listen even more deeply, you might even hear the slow, steady beat of your own heart, a warm, muffled drum from within the quiet temple of your body. You lift a hand, placing your palm flat against the cool, thick glass of the viewport. A pleasant coolness spreads through your hand and up your arm. This is not a harsh cold, but the deep, clean cold of the abyss, the temperature of timelessness. Through this glass, you feel the immense scale of the ocean, yet you also feel profoundly safe. This barrier, many inches thick, is the unwavering line between you and the immense pressure outside. It is your silent guardian, allowing you to witness this magical world without any intrusion. You are completely and utterly sheltered, perfectly safe. It feels as if you are held within a protective pod, sealed away from all chaos, all worry. The world on the surface, with its storms and crashing waves, its deadlines and demands, all of it belongs to another reality, another time. Here, there is only serene presence. And then, out in that deep, endless darkness, the magic begins. At first, it's just a few tiny points of light, glittering like distant stars. But they are not still. They are drifting down, ever so slowly, so gently. This is marine snow, a constant silent shower of organic particles falling from the sunlit waters far, far above. It is an endless, silent cascade of diamond dust. Their dance is mesmerizing. You simply watch as the glittering specks drift past your window, each one on its own long journey from the surface to the seafloor. They fall in perfect silence, without hurry, without effort, simply surrendering to the gentle currents. As you watch them, you feel the burdens in your own mind begin to drift down as well, settling softly, dissolving into the quiet. You don't have to try. You only need to allow yourself to drift, just like the marine snow. On a small console beside you, a digital log is open. Its screen, too, is set to a soft, low glow. Occasionally, as something of interest floats by, your fingers move gently across the touch-sensitive surface, recording your observations. There is no sound of clicking keys, only the smooth, silent glide of a fingertip across glass. It is a slow, meditative action, requiring no complex thought. You are simply a witness, a quiet chronicler of this beautiful hidden world. You do not analyze or judge. You simply see and you feel. It is an act of deep mindfulness. Your mind becomes as clear as the water around you, reflecting everything as it is, without a single ripple of disturbance. The feeling of being fully present, right here, right now, is a profound comfort. The past is far behind you on the surface. The future is a distant shore. There is only you, your breath, and the magical silent ballet of the deep sea unfolding before your very eyes. Your eyes, now fully adjusted to the deep, gentle darkness, begin to perceive the subtle nuances of this hidden realm. The last of the marine snow continues its silent, unhurried descent, a constant, soothing presence. Your own breathing has found a quiet, easy rhythm, mirroring the steady, life-giving pulse of the vessel. Each breath in is cool and clean. Each breath out is a soft release, a letting go of one more layer of tension you didn't even realize you were holding. Your shoulders feel softer, sinking more deeply into the support of the chair. The muscles in your face have relaxed. Your jaw is unclenched, and your forehead is smooth. You are simply here, a quiet consciousness floating in a sea of tranquility. The faint, blue-green glow of the instrument panels casts soft, gentle shadows within your sanctuary, a light that is just enough to feel cozy, to feel secure, but not so much as to disturb the profound darkness outside your window. You are suspended in a perfect balance between the known and the unknown, between the safety of your cocoon and the mystery of the abyss. And it is from that mystery that the first true inhabitant of this world appears. It emerges from the blackness, not with a sudden movement, but as if the darkness itself has decided to bloom. It is a single point of light, a living star born of the deep. At first, it is indistinct, a tiny shimmering speck, but as it drifts closer to your window, its form becomes clearer. It is a small creature, perhaps no bigger than your thumb, with a body of near-perfect transparency. The only reason you can see it at all is the cool, soft light it emits from within. It is not a harsh, electric light, but a gentle, biological luminescence, a soft glow of blue-green that seems to pulse with a slow, deliberate rhythm. The creature drifts by, tumbling end over end in a current you cannot feel, its light a tiny beacon in the infinite expanse. It paints a fleeting trail of soft light against the black canvas before being reabsorbed by the darkness from which it came. It leaves behind an echo of wonder in your mind, a quiet marvel at the existence of life so far removed from the Sunday. You continue to watch, your gaze soft and unfocused, your mind calm and receptive. Soon, another light appears, and then another. They are not alone. A small, silent school of lanternfish drifts into view. Their passage is not a rush, but a coordinated, graceful procession. Each fish has a row of tiny photophores along its side, little portholes of soft, silvery blue light. They move as one, a silent constellation swimming in unison, their lights blinking in a soft, random pattern that is utterly hypnotic. They don't seem to be going anywhere in particular. They are simply moving through their world, their lights a form of silent communication, a way of staying together in the vast emptiness. You watch them weave and turn, their collective light waxing and waning as they change direction. There is no sound. The entire spectacle is a silent film, a dream you are watching from the safety of your own private theatre. Their journey is effortless, a testament to the beauty of moving with the flow, of not resisting the gentle currents that guide you. Seeing them, you feel a similar invitation to simply flow with this moment, to let go of any resistance and allow the gentle current of relaxation to carry you where you need to go. As the school of lanternfish fades back into the immensity of the ocean, a new shape begins to materialize in the distance. This one is different. It is larger, its light more diffuse, more ethereal. It approaches with a regal slowness, a majestic ghost emerging from the abyss. It is a great deep-sea jellyfish, a creature of breathtaking beauty and impossible delicacy. Its bell, a vast, translucent dome, is as clear as spun glass and seems to capture and amplify the faintest traces of light. But the true spectacle comes from within. The entire creature is a cathedral of living light. Lines of bioluminescence trace the elegant curves of its bell, pulsing with a slow, steady rhythm. The light is not a single color, but a shifting palette of soft azure and gentle emerald green. It pulses, a slow, steady beat of soft light that brightens and then fades, brightens and then fades. It is like watching a slow, silent heartbeat, and as you watch, you may notice that your own breath has instinctively slowed to match its rhythm. inhaling as the light grows, exhaling as it gently recedes. Trailing below the magnificent bell are its tentacles. They are not the stinging threads you might imagine, but long, gossamer ribbons of cool fire. They too are adorned with thousands of tiny points of light, creating the impression of shimmering curtains or strings of fairy lights, drifting in the water with an impossible grace. They stretch out into the darkness, long and delicate, moving with a fluidity that is mesmerizing. They ripple and wave, contracting and extending in a slow, silent dance. The creature asks nothing of you but to witness its quiet existence. It does not know you are there. It simply is, a perfect expression of life in this extreme environment. It is a being of pure grace, of effortless movement. Its entire existence is a surrender to the deep, a dance with the currents. You place your hand back on the cool glass, feeling the faint, deep vibration of the ocean's heart. You are so close, yet so perfectly protected. You can see every detail of this magnificent being, the intricate patterns of its light, the delicate texture of its form, all from your place of perfect warmth and safety. A feeling of profound peace settles over you. The worries and complexities of the surface world seem so distant, so insignificant in the face of such ancient, quiet beauty. This creature has no deadlines, no expectations, no conflicts. It simply drifts and glows and is. And in this moment, you are invited to do the same, to simply drift, to glow with a quiet inner peace, to simply be. The gentle, pulsing light of the jellyfish washes over you, not as light you see with your eyes, but as a feeling of calm that permeates your entire body. The slow, steady rhythm is a lullaby from the deep, a song without sound telling you that all is well. It's safe to rest. It's safe to let go. The great jellyfish continues its journey, its pulsing light becoming fainter as it drifts past your window and back into the infinite, gentle night of the sea. You watch it go until its light is just another one of the distant, star-like specks, and then it is gone, but its peace remains with you. The quiet rhythm it shared with you still echoes in your breath, in the slow and steady beat of your heart. The vast, dark water is once again empty, yet it feels fuller now, filled with the memory of magic, with the promise of wonders yet to be seen. The peaceful afterglow of the jellyfish's passage lingers in the quiet space of your submersible. The darkness outside the window seems softer now, less an absence of light, and more a gentle, velvet curtain, rich with secrets and quiet wonders. You feel your body settling even further into a state of profound rest. The steady, whispering sound of the air system continues its calming rhythm, a constant, reassuring presence in the background. It's a sound that your mind no longer needs to actively listen to. It has become part of the very fabric of the silence, a gentle auditory blanket that wraps around you. You take another slow, conscious breath, feeling the pure, cool air move into your lungs, and as you release it, you can feel a wave of relaxation flow down from your shoulders, through your arms, and out through your fingertips. You are not holding on to anything. Your hands rest gently in your lap, open and relaxed. Your attention is drawn, almost without thought, to the digital log on the console beside you. The screen glows with a soft, unobtrusive light. With a slow, deliberate movement, you reach out and your fingertips make contact with the smooth, cool surface of the screen. You begin to trace the shapes of the creatures you have just witnessed, not with words, but with simple flowing lines. Your finger glides across the screen, leaving a soft, blue trail of light, sketching the bell of the jellyfish, the long, ethereal ribbons of its tentacles. There is no goal here, no need for accuracy or perfection. It is simply a meditative act, a way of interacting with the memory of the beauty you saw. The movement is slow, graceful, and utterly silent. Each stroke is in harmony with your slow breathing. You are not thinking, only feeling, translating the serene dance of the deep into a silent dance of your own. This simple, repetitive motion is deeply soothing, anchoring you even more firmly in the present moment, in this peaceful, isolated sanctuary. As you continue this quiet activity, a new spectacle begins to unfold outside. It starts not with a single creature, but with a subtle change in the environment itself. A gentle, upward current begins to carry the particles of marine snow in a new direction. Instead of falling, they now seem to rise, a slow, silent blizzard in reverse. It is a beautiful, disorienting sight that further enhances the feeling of weightlessness, of being untethered from the familiar laws of the world above. And within this rising current of shimmering dust, a new kind of life appears. They are called siphonophores, but that scientific name does little to capture their otherworldly essence. They are not single organisms, but vast, colonial chains of individual creatures, all living and working together in perfect harmony to form one long glowing entity. The first one you see is a delicate, shimmering thread of light, like a string of diamonds stretching out into the darkness further than your window can reveal. It is impossibly long and fragile, yet it moves with a coordinated, purposeful grace. Along its entire length, tiny pinpricks of blue and green light pulse in a slow, cascading rhythm, like a wave of light traveling down a shimmering rope. It contracts and expands with a slow, accordion-like motion, propelling itself through the water with an efficiency that is mesmerizing to watch. It is a living river of stars, flowing through the vast ocean. You watch, utterly captivated, as it drifts by, its lights creating a soft, strobing effect that feels incredibly calming, like watching distant fireflies on a warm summer night. There is a deep lesson in its existence, a lesson of unity, of many small parts coming together to create something beautiful and strong. It is a silent reminder that even the smallest efforts, when joined together in harmony, can create a powerful, graceful flow. Soon, another one appears, this one different from the first. It is shaped like a great feathery spiral, a glowing, translucent helix rotating slowly as it drifts. Its light is softer, more diffuse, a gentle, ethereal white that illuminates the water around it in a soft halo. It turns lazily in the current, its intricate structure a marvel of natural engineering. It seems to be a creature born from a dream, something from the deepest realms of imagination. Watching its slow, steady rotation is like watching a celestial nebula turn in the cosmos. Your mind does not try to understand it, it simply accepts it, marveling at its serene and impossible beauty. The constant, gentle turning is deeply hypnotic, and you can feel your thoughts begin to slow down, to spiral gently inward toward a center of perfect calm and quiet. You lift your hand from the log screen and once again place it against the cool, solid glass of the viewport. The slight coolness is a pleasant contrast to the warmth of your own body, a gentle reminder of the boundary that keeps you so safe. You feel completely secure, a silent observer in a world that is unfolding purely for you. There is no one else for miles, no other human presence. This moment of solitude is not lonely. It is deeply nourishing. It is a chance to be truly with yourself, away from all the noise, all the demands, all the roles you play in your daily life. Here, you are simply an observer, a consciousness at peace. You are not your job, not your responsibilities, not your worries. You are just a being, breathing, watching, and resting. This realization brings with it a profound sense of freedom, a lightness that fills your entire being. As the glowing spiral drifts out of sight, the water before you seems to return to a state of quiet emptiness, punctuated only by the ever-present, glittering dust of the marine snow. But the emptiness is not void, it is expectant. It is a space of possibility. You are not waiting for anything to happen, but you are open to whatever comes next. This state of quiet, open awareness is the very essence of relaxation. You are not striving, not seeking, not trying. You are simply allowing your body to rest, allowing your mind to be quiet, allowing the gentle rhythms of the deep sea to become your own. The slow dance of life in the abyss has taught you the beauty of effortlessness, the grace of surrender. And in this perfect stillness, you feel yourself surrendering to the peace of the moment, surrendering to the gentle pull of sleep that is beginning to beckon from the edges of your awareness. The silence that follows the departure of the glowing siphonophores is deep and resonant. It's a silence that feels ancient, filled with the patient history of the ocean. Your sanctuary, the small submersible, continues its gentle, aimless drift, a silent partner in your journey of relaxation. You have become so accustomed to the feeling of weightlessness that you can no longer imagine the pull of gravity. Your body feels light, free, and completely at ease. The soft, ergonomic chair holds you in a perfect embrace, removing any need for you to hold yourself up. You can let go completely, trusting in the support beneath you, trusting in the strength of the vessel that surrounds you. Your eyelids feel heavier now, and you might find it pleasant to let them close for a moment, just to feel the gentle darkness behind them. When you open them again, the world outside seems even more dreamlike, more magical. You turn your attention away from the grand spectacle of the open water for a moment, and look more closely at the world immediately outside your window. Here, in the faint glow cast by your own vessel, a different kind of ecosystem reveals itself. The deep sea floor is not visible. You are suspended too far above it. Instead, you are drifting through what oceanographers call the midwater, a vast, three-dimensional space teeming with a life that has adapted to perpetual twilight. As your eyes adjust, you begin to see them, tiny, translucent creatures, almost invisible, that drift in the currents just inches from the glass. There are copepods with long, feathery antennae, tiny arrowworms that look like slivers of glass, and the larval forms of creatures that live their adult lives in entirely different parts of the ocean. They are the plankton of the deep, a living soup of delicate, intricate beings. They are not as spectacular as the glowing jellyfish, but their presence is deeply comforting. They represent the steady, unseen, and constant pulse of life. They move with the water, not against it. They are the very definition of going with the flow. You watch one in particular, a small, bell-shaped creature with a fringe of cilia that beat in a slow, hypnotic wave, propelling it in a gentle, spiraling motion. Its dance is tiny, quiet, and perfect. Watching it, you are reminded of the beauty in the small things, the profound peace that can be found in observing the simple, unnoticed details of the world. Your focus narrows to this one tiny creature, and as it does, the vastness of the ocean seems to fade away, and all that exists is this one perfect, peaceful moment. Your mind, which a short while ago may have been filled with large, complex thoughts, is now content to simply observe this tiny, beautiful dance. This is mindfulness in its purest form, a gentle, focused attention that brings with it a deep sense of calm. A soft, internal chime, barely audible, sounds from one of the control panels. It is not an alarm, but a simple, melodic note that indicates the submersible has reached a predetermined depth and will now maintain its level, drifting along a new, even slower current. You feel no change in motion, but the soft green light on the panel confirms this new state of equilibrium. The sound is pleasant, like a single note struck on a crystal glass, and it fades as quickly as it came, leaving the silence even more profound than before. This subtle signal of stability and control deepens your sense of security. Everything is proceeding exactly as it should. The technology that surrounds you is quiet, reliable, and designed for this one purpose: to provide a safe and stable platform for quiet observation. You don't need to understand how it works. You only need to trust in its gentle competence. This trust allows you to relax even more deeply, to release another layer of vigilance you may have been holding on to. You are being taken care of. You are safe. With this newfound sense of stability, perhaps you feel comfortable enough to adjust your position, to recline your seat just a little further. With the silent touch of a button, the chair glides back smoothly, elevating your legs slightly, bringing you into a state of near-perfect repose. As your body settles into this new, even more comfortable position, you let out a long, slow sigh. It's a sigh not of weariness, but of pure, deep contentment. It's the sound of your body thanking you for this moment of rest, for this gift of peace. You can feel the blood flowing more easily through your limbs, a gentle, warm sensation of release. The boundary between your body and the chair begins to blur, as if you are melting into your surroundings, becoming one with this peaceful sanctuary. Now, a new form of life glides into your field of vision, one that is both strange and wonderfully calming to behold. It is a vampire squid, a creature whose name is far more dramatic than its nature. It is not large, perhaps the size of a football, with a velvety, jet-black body that seems to drink the light. But as it turns, you see its most remarkable feature, its large, luminous eyes. They are a deep, soulful blue, and they seem to hold the wisdom of the ancient ocean. The squid moves with an incredible balletic grace. It is not swimming in a conventional way, but is propelling itself by opening and closing the web of skin that connects its 8 arms, like a beautiful, dark umbrella pulsing through the water. The movement is slow, rhythmic, and utterly mesmerizing. There is no sense of hurry, no sign of aggression. It is a creature of pure elegance, a shadow dancing in the deep. You watch as it performs a slow, breathtaking maneuver. It unfurls its arms, and flips its dark, webbed cloak inside out, enveloping its entire body in a protective sphere. For a moment, it is just a dark orb hanging in the water. Then, as if to add a final touch of magic to its display, the tips of its arms begin to glow with a soft, blue-green light, turning the dark sphere into a celestial globe dotted with tiny, living stars. It holds this pose for a long moment, a perfect, self-contained universe, before slowly unfurling itself again and continuing its graceful, silent journey into the darkness. The sight leaves you with a feeling of deep awe and tranquility. It was a display of quiet defense, of finding safety within oneself, a reminder that sometimes the most peaceful place to be is in the quiet sanctuary we can create for ourselves, a space where we can gently shut out the world and simply glow with our own inner light. The image of the vampire squid, a perfect, self-contained universe of calm, stays with you long after it has disappeared back into the gentle abyss. Its dance was a quiet lesson in finding sanctuary within, a theme that resonates deeply within the secure walls of your submersible. You are in your own protective sphere, your own quiet globe floating through a silent cosmos. The gentle rhythmic hiss of the air recycler continues its lullaby, a sound so familiar now that it feels like an extension of your own breathing. Your body, reclined and fully supported, has surrendered completely to rest. You might notice a pleasant warmth spreading through your limbs, a sign of deep relaxation as your circulation flows freely, unhindered by tension or stress. The coolness of the viewport is still there, a gentle touchstone to the world outside, but the warmth within your sanctuary is what defines your experience now. It's a cozy, womb-like warmth that encourages every muscle, every fiber of your being to let go. The view outside your window shifts once again. You have drifted into a region of the midwater that is different. Here, the water is not just empty space punctuated by occasional life. It is filled with a kind of living mist. You are passing through a dense aggregation of gelatinous zooplankton creatures like salps and larvaceans. They are almost entirely transparent, visible only as faint, shimmering outlines in the darkness, like heat haze on a summer day. Among them, chains of salps are linked together, forming long, crystal-like ribbons that can stretch for many feet. They pulse with a slow, coordinated rhythm, drawing water in at one end and expelling it at the other, a gentle, collective form of jet propulsion. The entire scene is incredibly soft and diffuse. There are no hard edges, no sudden movements. It is like looking at a living watercolor painting, where shapes and forms blend gently into one another. Your eyes drift through this shimmering, ghostly cloud, and your focus becomes soft, your gaze unfocused. This kind of soft focus viewing is incredibly relaxing for the mind. It allows your brain to switch off its analytical mode, the part that is always trying to define, categorize, and understand. Instead, you can simply receive the impression of the scene as a whole, an impression of softness, of gentle movement, of interconnectedness. The sheer number of these translucent beings creates a beautiful visual static, a shimmering field of life that is both complex and profoundly simple. It's like watching smoke curl in a sunbeam or clouds drifting across the sky. There is no story to follow, no plot to unravel. There is only the gentle, ever-changing pattern, a perfect visual mantra for a mind seeking rest. Within this gentle, shimmering fog, a new figure emerges. It moves with a slow, deliberate confidence that sets it apart from the aimless drifting of the plankton. It is a Dumbo octopus, so named for the two large, ear-like fins that protrude from the sides of its head-like mantle. These fins are what it uses to propel itself through the water, and it does so with a slow, graceful flapping motion, like an elephant flying in slow motion through a dream. Its body is soft and bell-shaped, a pale, ghostly white, and its large, dark eyes seem to hold a gentle, curious expression. It moves with an unhurried elegance, its 8 arms trailing beneath it, like the soft folds of a velvet cloak. The Dumbo octopus does not seem to be hunting or fleeing. It simply is, moving through its world with a peaceful and serene demeanor. You watch, mesmerized, as it flaps its fins in a slow, steady rhythm. One flap, a gentle push forward, then a pause, a moment of effortless gliding, then another flap and another glide. This rhythm is incredibly soothing. It's the rhythm of rest and gentle effort, of action and repose. It speaks of a life lived without stress, without hurry. You find your body responding to this rhythm. As the octopus glides, you feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. As it flaps its fins, you feel a gentle wave of energy, not enough to wake you, but just enough to carry you along on this peaceful current. You are flying with it, in your mind, through this soft, starlit water. The octopus drifts closer to your window, its large dark eyes seeming to look directly at you for a moment. There is no fear, no aggression, only a calm, placid curiosity. In this moment, you feel a silent connection, a recognition between two peaceful beings in a quiet place. It is a moment of pure presence, a shared stillness between you and this gentle creature of the deep. It then turns, with another slow flap of its fins, and continues on its way, its ghostly white form gradually being reabsorbed by the shimmering mist of plankton until it is gone. The encounter was brief, but it leaves a lasting impression of gentleness, of a soft and quiet strength. It reminds you that even in the deepest, darkest places, there is grace, there is beauty, and there is a profound and gentle peace. After the octopus has departed, your gaze returns to the shimmering cloud of life all around you. You notice something new now. Many of the tiny creatures within the mist are themselves bioluminescent. When they are disturbed by the faint currents, they emit tiny, brief flashes of light. The result is a field of tiny, momentary sparks, like the embers of a dying fire being stirred by a gentle breeze. A flash here, another over there, a cascade of tiny blue sparks in the distance. The effect is magical and incredibly subtle. It's not a grand display, but a constant, gentle, sparkling conversation. The water itself seems to be dreaming, and as you watch this field of soft, fleeting lights, you allow your own thoughts to become like them, small, brief, and gentle. A thought may arise, a flicker of a memory or a plan, but you do not hold on to it. You simply watch it sparkle for a moment, and then let it fade, returning your attention to the peaceful, dark canvas. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing to figure out. There is only this gentle, sparkling peace, inside and out. The shimmering, sparkling mist of the midwater slowly begins to thin as your submersible continues its silent, lateral drift. The tiny, fleeting flashes of light become less frequent, returning the view outside your window to a state of profound, deep blackness, punctuated only by the occasional, slow-falling diamond of marine snow. This return to simplicity is not a loss, but a welcome change. It's like stepping from a softly lit room into a quiet, moonless garden. The sheer, uncluttered emptiness is calming. It is a canvas of pure potential, a space for your mind to expand and release. You take a deep, cleansing breath, and as you exhale, you imagine your awareness spreading out from you, filling the quiet space within the vessel, and then passing through the thick glass to merge with the vast, peaceful stillness of the ocean itself. You are no longer just an observer looking out. You feel a part of this immense, quiet world. You feel a subtle shift in your own physical state. A pleasant heaviness has settled deep within your limbs. It is not the uncomfortable weight of fatigue, but the grounding, anchoring weight of deep and total relaxation. It is the feeling of your body finally giving up its last remnants of tension, its last need to be on guard. Your arms and legs feel wonderfully heavy and warm. You have no desire to move them. They are perfectly content to rest, to be still. This physical stillness is a powerful invitation for your mind to follow suit. As the body settles, so too does the mind. The stream of thoughts that may have been flowing earlier has now slowed to a gentle, meandering trickle. And in the growing spaces between thoughts, you discover a profound sense of peace, a quiet that was there all along, waiting for you. Your attention, now free from distraction, turns inward. You become aware of the subtle, internal landscape of your own body. You can feel the slow, steady, and effortless rhythm of your heart beating in your chest, a quiet, dependable drum providing the baseline for your relaxation. You can feel the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen with each slow breath, a soft, wave-like motion that is deeply soothing. You are simply observing these internal rhythms, the quiet hum of your own life force. There is no need to change anything, no need to control your breathing. You are just noticing it, appreciating it, allowing it to be exactly as it is. This act of gentle, non-judgmental observation is a powerful form of self-kindness. You are giving yourself permission to just be, without any pressure, without any expectation. It is in this state of deep, internal quiet that a new phenomenon begins outside your window. At first, it is almost imperceptible, a faint, deep, resonant vibration that you feel more than you hear. It's a low-frequency hum that seems to come from all directions at once, a sound that resonates deep in your chest cavity. It is not mechanical, not alarming. It is organic, ancient, and profoundly powerful. The sound grows slightly, becoming a deep, sonorous song. It is the song of a whale, likely a great fin whale, miles away, its call traveling through the dense medium of the water. The song is composed of long drawn-out, impossibly low notes that seem to stretch for an eternity. A deep, resonant moan, followed by a long, deep silence, and then another note, slightly different in pitch, but just as profound. You close your eyes to better experience this sound. With your visual sense turned off, your hearing becomes more acute. The whale's song is not just an auditory experience, it is a physical one. You can feel the vibrations in the frame of the submersible, in the chair beneath you, in the very bones of your body. It is as if the entire ocean is singing a lullaby, and you are being held in the cradle of its voice. The song is melancholic, yet also deeply reassuring. It speaks of immense distances, of solitude, but also of connection, of a call sent out into the vastness in the hope of an answer. The sheer scale of the sound is humbling. It reminds you of how vast and mysterious this world is, and how small and quiet your own concerns are in comparison. The song washes over you and through you, cleansing you of any lingering stress. It is a sound that cannot be analyzed. It can only be felt. You allow yourself to be carried by this deep, resonant music. Each long, low note is an invitation to release, to let go a little more. During the long silences between the notes, you find yourself sinking into an even deeper state of stillness, a quiet anticipation that is itself a form of meditation. The rhythm of the song note, silence, note, silence is like a great, slow breath, the breath of the ocean itself. You are floating in the sound, letting it hold you, support you, and rock you gently. There is nothing in the world but this sound, your breath, and the peaceful darkness. The problems of the day, the plans for tomorrow, they have all dissolved into the deep, resonant vibrations of the whale's song. They have no substance here, no power over you. After several minutes, which feel like both a lifetime and a single moment, the song begins to fade. The great whale is moving on, continuing its lonely, majestic journey through the deep. The notes become fainter, the vibrations less perceptible, until finally they are gone, leaving behind a silence that is even more profound, more complete than before. The absence of the song is not an emptiness, but a presence of deep, ringing peace. The echo of the whale's call remains with you, not in your ears, but in your cells. It has tuned your entire being to a lower, slower, more peaceful frequency. You feel calm, centered, and deeply grounded, even as you float weightlessly in the heart of the sea. You are resting in the afterglow of the ocean's great lullaby, and the path to sleep now feels open, clear, and inviting. The deep, resonant silence left in the wake of the whale's song is a comfort in itself. It's a silence that feels full and alive, charged with the memory of that ancient, powerful music. Your body is now in a state of profound stillness, a willing participant in the quiet of the abyss. The pleasant weight in your limbs has become a feeling of deep, settled peace. You feel anchored, not by gravity, but by tranquility. Even the smallest muscles, the ones you rarely notice in your hands, your feet, your face, have released their grip. You are a portrait of repose, a study in surrender. Your breath continues its soft, oceanic rhythm, rising and falling like a gentle tide, each cycle drawing you deeper into a state of serene detachment from the waking world. As your submersible continues its impossibly slow drift, the unseen topography below must be changing, for the life that now comes into view is different yet again. You have entered a zone where the remnants of the world above make their final, slow-motion descent. A large, ghostly shape materializes from the darkness and begins to sink slowly past your window. It is a whale fall, the carcass of a great whale that has come to its final rest in the deep sea. But this is not a sight of sadness or decay. Here, in the cold, perpetual night of the abyss, it has become an oasis of life, a cathedral of renewal. You watch as it drifts by, a colossal monument to a life fully lived. Its bleached skeleton is almost clean, the massive rib bones curving upwards like the arches of a great sunken cathedral. In and around this immense framework, An entire community has taken root. This is not an ending, but a beginning. A silent feast is taking place, and its participants are masters of slow, deliberate movement. Deep-sea crabs, with long, spindly legs, move with a careful, methodical grace, picking their way across the great bones. Swarms of small white amphipods and pale, eel-like hagfish swarm over the remains, but their movements are not frenzied. They are slow, undulating, and rhythmic, part of a larger, unhurried process. The scene is one of quiet, efficient recycling, a testament to the fact that in nature, nothing is ever truly lost. This sight does not disturb you. It brings a strange and profound sense of peace. It is a powerful, silent lesson in the art of letting go. The great whale, in its final act, has given the gift of its entire being back to the world, creating life from its own end. It is a symbol of complete surrender, of the peace that comes from releasing everything. As you watch this slow, silent ballet of consumption and renewal, you feel a similar invitation to release the need to hold on to things, to release old worries, old habits, old stories that no longer serve you. You can let them go, just as the whale did, and trust that, in doing so, you are making space for something new, something peaceful. Drifting alongside the whale fall, you notice a creature that seems to be a permanent resident of this unique habitat. It is a sleeper shark, a huge, ancient-looking animal moving with a lethargy that makes it seem almost unreal. Its skin is a patchwork of grey and brown, and its eyes are small and clouded, as if it is dreaming its way through the ocean. It circles the skeleton with an impossible slowness, its tail barely moving, its body propelled by some unseen, internal current. It is the very embodiment of tranquility. Its movements are so minimal, so utterly without effort, that it is a living lesson in conserving energy, in moving through the world with the least possible resistance. You watch it make a slow, graceful turn, a movement that seems to take an entire minute to complete. Its presence adds to the sacred, cathedral-like atmosphere of the scene. It is the silent guardian of this place of transformation. As your vessel drifts past this incredible spectacle, leaving the silent feast to continue in the darkness, you carry its peace with you. The image of the great white bones and the slow, dreaming shark stays in your mind's eye. It is a powerful anchor for your own stillness. You feel a sense of connection to this deep, natural cycle of life, death, and rebirth. It puts your own life, your own concerns, into a gentle, vast perspective. The things that seemed so important on the surface now feel distant and small, like the faint, glittering particles of marine snow. They are just passing phenomena, drifting by. What is real, what is lasting, is this deep, underlying peace, this quiet rhythm of existence that you have tapped into here, in the heart of the ocean. Your body feels heavy, your mind feels clear, and your spirit feels light. You are perfectly poised on the gentle edge of sleep, ready to let the current carry you the rest of the way. The monumental image of the whale fall has now receded into the darkness behind you, but the profound sense of peace it imparted remains, settling deep within you like fine silt on the quiet ocean floor. Your sanctuary continues its journey, a single, warm point of consciousness in an ocean of serene, deep blue-black. You are so deeply relaxed now that the boundary between your physical body and the space around you feels wonderfully blurred. The gentle hum of the vessel, the soft hiss of the air, the slow beat of your own heart, they have all merged into a single, unified symphony of calm. Your thoughts, if they appear at all, are like wisps of bioluminescence, faint, distant, and fleeting. They require no attention, no engagement. You can simply watch them drift by and disappear, like so many other beautiful, transient things you have witnessed on this journey. The submersible has entered a truly ancient part of the deep sea. The currents here are almost non-existent, and the water is still, cold, and clear. And it is here, in this place of profound stillness, that you encounter a living fossil from the darkness below. A strange, fan-like creature slowly rises into view. It is a crinoid, or a sea lily. It looks more like a plant than an animal, with a long, slender stalk anchored to some unseen point far below, and a crown of long, feathery arms that spread out like the petals of an exotic flower. Its color is a pale, ethereal white, and it stands perfectly still in the water, a silent, graceful sculpture that has held this form for millions of years. Its arms, covered in tiny, sticky tube feet, are perfectly positioned to catch the constant, gentle rain of marine snow that nourishes it. There is no movement, no struggle, no effort. The sea lily simply is, in a state of perfect, patient reception. It does not chase its sustenance. It allows its sustenance to come to it. This is the ultimate expression of trust, of being in harmony with one's environment. You watch this beautiful, ancient creature, and you absorb its lesson. You, too, can be in a state of patient reception. You do not need to strive or struggle for rest. You only need to be still, to be open, and to allow the peace that is all around you to settle upon you, to nourish you, just as the marine snow nourishes the silent sea lily. You let your gaze drift past this beautiful creature and notice that it is not alone. You are passing through a silent, submerged forest of them. Fields of these pale, feathery forms stand motionless in the water, their long stalks swaying almost imperceptibly in the faintest of currents. The effect is breathtakingly serene. It is as if you are drifting through a Japanese inkwash painting, a landscape of minimalist beauty and profound tranquility. Each sea lily is a brushstroke of perfect calm against the dark canvas of the deep. There are no bright colors here, no sudden movements. There is only the quiet elegance of form, the gentle rhythm of repetition, and the deep, abiding peace of a place untouched by time. As you float through this ghostly forest, you become aware of a subtle, almost magical phenomenon. The water here is so clear, and the ambient light from your vessel is so soft that you can see your own reflection faintly superimposed over the scene outside. Your soft outline, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the relaxed posture of your body, it is all there, a faint, ghostly image floating among the ancient sea lilies. You are not just looking at this world, you are in it. Your own stillness is mirrored by the stillness of the crinoid forest. Your own slow, deep breathing is the silent rhythm that animates this tranquil dreamscape. Seeing yourself as part of this scene, you feel a sense of belonging, of being exactly where you are supposed to be. You are a part of this piece. You are made of this same quiet. Your eyelids feel wonderfully heavy now. It feels like the most natural thing in the world to let them close. And as you do, the image of the pale, feathery forest remains printed on the inside of your eyelids, a soft, soothing after image. With your eyes closed, your other senses become more present. You can feel the gentle, almost imperceptible vibration of the submersible, a deep, low thrum that is profoundly grounding. You can feel the soft texture of the fabric on the chair beneath your fingertips. You can feel the warmth that your own body has created in this cozy, enclosed space. You are wrapped in layers of comfort, the comfort of warmth, the comfort of softness, the comfort of steady, gentle sound, and the deepest comfort of all, the comfort of absolute, unwavering safety. In this state of near sleep, your mind is free to drift. It is no longer bound by logic or linearity. You might find that the images from your journey blend and merge in a beautiful dreamlike collage. The pulsing light of the jellyfish merges with the slow flapping of the Dumbo octopus's fins. The song of the whale becomes the silent, swaying rhythm of the crinoid forest. The glittering marine snow and the sparks of the siphonophores become a single swirling galaxy of gentle light. You are not trying to make sense of these images. You are simply allowing them to be a gentle, internal, light show designed by your own subconscious to guide you the final few steps into a deep and peaceful sleep. You are floating now, not just in the submersible, but in the gentle currents of your own deepening drowsiness, and it is a wonderful, freeing, and deeply restful feeling. With your eyes gently closed, the journey now becomes an entirely internal one. The boundary between the imagined world outside the submersible and the real physical sensations of your body has completely dissolved. The feeling of weightless floating is no longer just an idea, it is your reality. Your body feels light and untethered, drifting in a warm, dark, and utterly peaceful space. The afterimage of the sea lily forest still flickers gently behind your closed eyes. Its soft, white forms a final, calming beacon as you drift further and further away from the shores of wakefulness. You are no longer consciously guiding your thoughts. You are simply observing the gentle, quiet flow of your own mind as it prepares for rest. The steady, whisper-soft sound of the air recycler is now the only anchor to your immediate surroundings, but it is a perfect one. It is a rhythm of pure peace, a sound that has accompanied you throughout this entire journey. It is the sound of safety. It is the sound of life. It is the sound of rest. Listen to it now, as if for the first time. Hear the gentle, smooth texture of the sound. Notice its unwavering consistency. It asks nothing of you. It simply is, a constant, soothing presence. Let this sound be the gentle wave that you ride into sleep. With each soft shh of the air system, you can feel yourself letting go just a little bit more, releasing the day, releasing all effort, releasing into the deep, welcoming quiet that awaits you. You begin to focus on the simple, pure sensation of the air as it enters your body, not just in your lungs, but you can almost feel its coolness at the tip of your nose on the inhale, a gentle, refreshing sensation, and on the exhale, you can feel the slightly warmer air as it leaves your body, carrying with it any last vestiges of tension. Inhale, cool, clean, and calm. Exhale, warm, soft, and released. This simple cycle is the most natural rhythm in the world. It has been with you every moment of your life, a faithful, quiet companion. Tonight, you give it your full, gentle attention. There is nothing else you need to do, nothing else to focus on, just this simple, beautiful, life-sustaining rhythm. Your breath, slow, deep, and easy. As you rest in this state of deep, breath-focused awareness, your submersible completes its silent, unhurried mission. You feel, more than hear, a subtle change in the vessel's orientation, a slow, almost imperceptible tilt. The submersible has begun its final, gentle ascent. But this is not a return to the busy world. This is the final stage of your journey into sleep. The vessel is not rising to the surface. It is rising to meet your dreams. The movement is so slow, so graceful, that it is barely noticeable. It is simply a gentle, upward drift, a feeling of being lifted, of being carried toward a place of ultimate rest. You can imagine the world outside changing as you rise. You are leaving the ancient crinoid forest behind. You are passing back through the silent, dark midwater. The ghostly forms of the deep are receding below you. You do not need to see them to know they are there, continuing their slow, silent, and beautiful dance in the timeless dark. You carry the peace of their world with you, the memory of the gentle jellyfish, the graceful squid, the serene shark. They are all part of you now, woven into the fabric of your tranquility. They have taught you the art of moving slowly, of living gracefully, of finding peace in the stillness. The feeling of being lifted is deeply comforting. It is the feeling of being cared for, of being gently guided home. There is no effort required on your part. You can simply surrender to this gentle upward momentum. You are being carried. You are being supported. You are being delivered to the doorstep of your deepest, most restorative sleep. The pleasant heaviness in your limbs remains, but it is now combined with a wonderful sense of lightness in your spirit. Heavy in body, light in mind. It is the perfect state for sleep, grounded and free at the same time. The internal environment of your sanctuary remains a cocoon of perfect comfort. The air is warm and still. The sounds are soft and rhythmic. The light behind your closed eyelids is a deep, peaceful darkness. You are completely insulated from any disturbance, any distraction. This is your space, your time, a sacred period of renewal and rest that you have given to yourself. And as you continue this slow, gentle ascent, you can feel the last threads of conscious thought begin to unravel, dissolving into the warm, quiet darkness. The separation between you and the submersible, between you and the ocean, between you and the dream world is fading away. Everything is becoming one gentle, flowing current of peace, one deep, resonant silence, one perfect, all-encompassing state of rest. You are on the very edge now, the gentle threshold between wakefulness and sleep, and it is a beautiful, peaceful, and safe place to be. You are drifting now, floating in a space that is no longer the submersible, but is not yet a dream. It is the gentle, quiet space in between. The soft sounds of your sanctuary have faded into the background, becoming part of the very texture of the silence. The sensation of your body has become diffuse, a pleasant, warm presence without distinct edges. You are simply awareness, floating in a sea of deep, deep calm. The ascent is over. You have arrived. There is nothing left to observe, nothing left to do. The journey is complete. All that remains is this profound stillness, this perfect peace. Your breath is the only movement now, a slow, gentle tide, in and out, Each breath is a soft wave, washing over the shores of your mind, leaving it smoother, quieter, and clearer with each pass. You do not need to think about breathing. Your body knows exactly what to do. It is a rhythm of deep, cellular wisdom, a lullaby that has been sung to you since the moment you were born. Let go of the last thread, the need to listen to my voice, the need to follow a story. The story is over, and now your own story can begin. The story that is told in the silent language of dreams. You are safe, you are held, you are completely at peace. The great dark ocean of sleep is here to welcome you. Its waters are calm and inviting. Let yourself sink into its gentle restorative embrace. There is no resistance, just a soft, easy surrender. A final thought may drift by, a soft echo of the deep, still, quiet sleep. Let it go. Let it all dissolve into the soft, quiet darkness. The darkness is not empty, it is full of rest, full of peace, full of renewal. An entire night of deep, healing sleep awaits you, an ocean of calm to carry you until morning. Safe and sheltered, you gently drift into deep sleep.